When I give an opinion in which I interpret anything, like a hadith, you will be a testimony to the fact that I always say to the people, do not accept my opinion. Is that true? I always say, do not accept my opinion unless and until you are convinced that it is correct. I can make mistakes. And if you uncritically accept everything I say, then you might perpetuate my mistake. But praise be to Allah for that student who can come and be my student, and tomorrow he can correct his teacher. I'll be proud of him. So I have interpreted the hadith about Dajjal, that when he is released, he'll live on earth for 40 days. يوم كسنة, يوم كشهر, يوم كجمعة, وسائر أيامه كأيامه. One day which will be like a year, one day which will be like a month, one day which will be like a week, and all his days, meaning all the rest of his days, like your days. I recognize this to be religious symbolism. Like that the river Euphrates will uncover a mountain of gold. In the Riba conference, I made a presentation based on this hadith. And the world of Islamic scholarship now has only two choices. Either you hold on to the literal view that the mountain of gold is going to come out of the river, or the explanation which I have given. There is no other one. There is no other one. My explanation is that the Prophet ﷺ was saying that out of the Euphrates river, underneath the river, will emerge something in very large quantity which will function as gold. And that is oil. And when oil began to function as gold in 1973, the petrodollar was born. And today the petrodollar is the tightest rope around our neck. Similarly, I have interpreted a day like a year, a day like a month, a day like a week. And my interpretation is there in my book, Jerusalem in the Quran. It is translated to Bahasa. It is translated to Arabic, it is translated to French, it is translated to Spanish, it is translated to Urdu, it is translated to Bengali, it is translated to Bosnian language. Alhamdulillah. That when Dajjal was released in a day which is like a year, among other things, the world experienced Pax Britannica. And Pax Britannica gave the world the British sterling pound as the international currency. If you have studied monetary economics and you have another explanation, let me know it. And then the mysterious transformation took place from Pax Britannica to Pax Americana. And the US dollar replaced the sterling pound. And I say a day which is like a year ended and a day which is like a month replaced it. This analysis and interpretation was given about 12 years ago in my book, Jerusalem and the Quran. And now we are located at that moment in time when Pax Americana is on its way out. And Pax Judaica is preparing to replace it, namely Jewish rule over the world, Israel. I am not saying that I want Israel to rule the world. That's not fair. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want that to happen. I am interpreting in this way. And in order for Israel to rule the world, the US dollar will have to go, as the sterling pound had to go, as the international currency. So, for 15 years or more now, I have been anticipating the collapse of the US dollar, and that when the US dollar collapses, it will be replaced by another money. Whether it will be the Israeli shekel, or whether they're going to coin a new term like Bangkok, I don't know. But a new monetary system is coming. And that new monetary system will be built firmly on the foundations of that mountain of gold from the river Euphrates. Namely, petro-money. Petro-money came into being when Henry Kissinger succeeded after the stage-managed Arab-Israeli War of 73, succeeded in convincing Malik Faisal, rahimahullah, to do that which was prohibited by the Sharia. And the king probably did not understand what he was doing. He agreed, he made an agreement with Kissinger, and then got the Arab oil-producing states to agree with him that oil will be sold for only US dollars. That's haram. It's a violation of the free market, and since the US dollar could no longer be redeemed for gold after August 1971, it's a violation of the fair market. And so, the world is likely to experience a transition from the United States to Israel. The Arab Spring is there to serve that purpose. The big wars did not start before the US election. The attack on Gaza took place immediately after the US elections. But this is only the beginning. Big wars are coming. And those big wars, I believe, are going to be continuous for a number of years. And that they will culminate with the Melakhama.